It's going to be a hot and juicy and enriching program today. Welcome to this edition of Spotlight, which focuses on a very strong question that a lot of people, especially Cameroonians in entertainment, have been asking themselves. What percentage of foreign music should be played on media in Cameroon? There are diverse, opinions about this. In the studio today, we have three strong personalities, each in their own domain in entertainment, and we're inviting anybody who has their own opinion to share. Let us know what you think about the topic, what you suggest is the way forward for what has been going on. We all know that CY International, who is one of our guests on the program today, he started this whole issue on social media, which has gotten different African countries talking. It's gotten so many different opinions. People are divided, but there is a main root issue that needs to be addressed. The fact that Cameroonian music is not valorized. Cameroonian artists are not valorized enough in Cameroon. If you think that you are for that, if you're for this opinion, let us know what you think. And if you think otherwise, let us also know what you think. Guys, sit down tight, grab your coffee, your tea, popcorn, whatever it is that's going to make you happy. It's going to be one solid hour. We'll be talking about a very crucial topic today. What percentage of foreign music should be played on media in Cameroon? We'll see you just after the break. Don't you go anywhere. And welcome to Spotlight with Gwendy on Gwendy Media TV. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be one exciting hour. We will be talking to some men of culture, some media men, some entertainers today in the house who have their say on this very crucial topic. It's brought so much separation, so much argument, but it's an issue that needs to be addressed. Let me welcome all those who are in the house. We have Talks General, who is an artist, musician, communicator. He does comedy for fun. He is a promoter and he's based in Cameroon. Let's see you raise your hand, Talks. Welcome, General. How you doing today?
Hello, what's up? What's up, the world? What's up, my people?
And of course, we have John Pelfor, who is an John Pelfor International, the CEO master from the Northwest region, based in Canada. How you doing today?
Okay, good evening, the world. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the hot show of today.
Yeah, it's going to be really powerful. I just want to thank all of you who are tuning in right now. I don't see CY Inter. Where is he? Still looking for more people. I see Shea Bamenjo, Godfather. How you doing now, my brother? What's up now? What's popping?
I'm there. Cool, nice. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah.
We thank God for another day just gone past by.
Yes, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to inform you, if you're just dropping by for the very first time, you're not following our page, you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you do that, because that's the only way that we're going to grow. And as you come in, let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you send in your questions and welcome our guests in the house, okay? And one more thing, smash that like button. Let's see the love going up. If you are for this topic, even if you're against the topic, let's see your sad face. Whatever be the case, your opinion is important for us today on this matter. We are calling on Minak, okay? We're calling on Minak to take a serious issue, a serious look into this matter and do something about it, okay? That's one of the requests that we have gotten from the public so far, and we're really hoping that something might come out of these discussions that have been going on for a while now. So before we start, I don't see CY International. Tell CY to come. Where is he? CY has been in the background making sure that everything goes on well. And he's not here now that the program has started.
I just spoke to him some few minutes ago.
I think that he should be there now. Yes, Nyanga Dross is in the building. CY International, aka Nyanga Dross.
Yes,
Old Pancho.
Auntie Sister Gwendoline.
Yes. How you all doing? How you all doing?
Mami, na Yahweh get power. Oh, na Yahweh get power. Oh.
Yes.
Na Yahweh
It's
get
well.
power.
So I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. I need to see you all on a full screen. Can you flip your phones to horizontal mode? That way we can see your full figures, because this is serious. We need to see your faces and your eyes. That's a lot better. Thank you so much. All right, so let's dive deep into the topic right now. We're going to start with one of the people who initiated this whole social media saga that has been going on, CY International. CY International, what prompted you to start this whole, 80% Cameroon music, 20% foreign music? Let us know.
Thank you very much, Gwendoline, for bringing me. I think this is the second time you're having me on this unique program. Actually, I did not start this thing today.
Okay.
I started since 2014 when I fought with one DJ in a nightclub in Paris. That's France. And yes, and from there on, I have been fighting this thing on and on and until now. Now, what prompted me to do that?
The recent one that happened that has been making the whole world talk. What prompted you to start this whole thing again?
It's just the continuity of the anger, of the depression, of the disappointment of the whole thing. Because on and on, I have been thinking that maybe things will get better, but it's getting worse every blessed day. That is why, to be frank with you, I never knew that the video I did is gonna go viral that way. I never knew it's gonna take Nigeria media. I mean, as in the whole Nigeria media hostage, So I just exercised the disappointment I had in me. You see, the thing is, it came to a level whereby it's almost taking me to depression, because I don't understand that there is nowhere. And the worst is, when I lastly fought again in a snack bar, Yes, I went to a snack bar. This time it was in Kenya. I went to a snack bar owned by a Cameroonian.
Okay.
The DJ is a Cameroonian. And my dear sister, I am inside a snack bar for more than 3 hours spending my money. Not even single Cameroon music by mistake. I'm like, what is happening? And the customers, we all there, we are about 98% of us Cameroonian. Wow. I got so angry, I went to the DJ stuff, dragged the bike, everything, and I said, I'm ready to pay if you take me to jail. You understand? So later, nobody, no Cameroonian, nobody know that video I did it in Lagos. It's in Lagos. I did that video in Lagos. I was in Lagos. I think after like 9 days, I took a flight to Lagos. I had a business to do there, and then I went to one nightclub. My sister, not even the Diamond, not even any other country's music was played by mistake.
Wow!
Not even one different country music was played by mistake in that club. I cannot even remember the name. That's why when I went to my hotel, I became so angry, so angry, and the anger just flew out like a venom. I just said no. Anyhow, one day no. Man did diner one time. After all, Abido already shit for market, so they fly the car holla. So I just said my jogiam, and I gave it, and it went viral, and this is the level today. So it's just the anger, the disappointment, and everything that prompted me to do that video. Yeah.
And now you did that video, I would say about 2 weeks back, and you met a lot of backlash, even from some of your colleagues, from media in Cameroon itself, from some artists in Cameroon, from Nigerian media, from, you know, different countries. How are you
Yes.
coping with that? Like, what do you, I mean, how are you coping with everything, all the backlash that you're receiving? Of course, you have support.
Auntie Gwendolyn, you know, when you've decided to fight for something that is out of love, God will always protect you and God will always show you the way. I cannot count you the amount of attacks I've been receiving recently, but I made a statement. I made a statement that John the Baptist did not die because he told the king the truth to his face in the public. But John the Baptist died because he doubted the one who sent him. So I'm highly protected because it is a revolution. You understand? It is an ordained message. I know the attack I'm receiving from Nigerians. There are many who are threatening me. They are going to hack my account. I just told them, my brother, if it is God who used me for this message, there's nothing you will do. You can imagine Nigeria, of everybody, one man fight Nigeria, win them. You see? So I'm coping. I'm coping. I'm doing best. I'm doing fine. It's just that many of us Cameroonians don't want to see the positive side of the video. They just want to see the negative side. And believe me, Gwendolyn Fonge, I don't have any regret. No regret, even for 1 second. I don't have any regret because what I said is a practical experience. Practical experience. It's not like I was doing a guesswork. All right? I gave Cameroonians a challenge. I gave them. I gave Cameroonian a homework. I say, show me any article being sold in Lagos, Abuja, or anywhere in Nigeria written made in Cameroon, and I will drop down my weapon for this battle. Show me one.
All right.
Show me.
We've heard you, CY International. I'm going to let you cool down. Grab a cup of coffee or tea or something. Just take a sip of water and cool down. Let me hear from Talks General. General, what do you have to say? Oh boy, that comic just joined. Oh boy, let me know if you want to be part of the broadcast so I can send you the link. It's important to have your opinions. Everybody's opinion counts because it has come to that point where sometimes you don't know where you know, our entertainment is going. You know, if in your own country the music that is played by some of these guys is not pushed forward, it's not celebrated and valorized, somebody else will not do it for you, right?
Auntie Gwendolyn.
Yes.
Please, I am begging you in the name of God. I'm just begging you in the name of God. I know what I'm facing right now. I know exactly what I'm facing. I know exactly the level in which I have put my entire life on the line for the whole Cameroonian entertainment industry to survive. I would not like to welcome anybody who would tell me anything that would be contrary to what I'm fighting for or try to derail. It is either you are with me or you get out. It is either you are with me or get out, because some Cameroonians, they are reasoning. You cannot imagine. Let me tell you something, Auntie Gwen. I'm very sorry. You cannot imagine that there is just no way, Auntie Gwendolyn. You and me, we are fighting for the survival of one child who is dying. And then you want to give me reason of not fighting for that child who is dying. It's one thing. So some Cameroonians, their brain, they can just make you to just go upset. How can you imagine an entertainer, the one whom you want to act now, drop a message in a group saying that the Nigeria that I have been to, that I said they are not playing like Cameroon music, it means that Nigeria is not existing on planet Earth. The same Nigeria that Nigeria DJs are confessing that not 1, not 2, not 10, that we cannot play Cameroon music because it's not our culture. And then a Cameroon entertainer is telling me that I am communicating with Nigerians, The Nigeria that I've been to, that I said they don't play Cameroon music, is because the Nigeria is not existing. In Nigeria that I've been there more than 300 times, then you have never stepped your leg in the airport of Nigeria, and now you want to derail our peaceful and
CY, calm down. Okay, no negative vibes here. Okay, please. We talked about this before coming on set. We want to pass a message in the most appropriate way. Okay,
yes,
we want to pass a message because we can be passing a very important message, if it doesn't come out the right way, people perceive it wrong. Okay, so let me hear from Talks, and then we'll hear from John Pelfor, and of course from CEO.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, the world. And first of all,
Touch,
thank you very much for this
highlight
opportunity.
Talks as he's talking?
Yes,
go ahead.
This is exactly an issue that has been disturbing us for a while. My brother CY International took upon himself and went online and said certain things. Okay, the first thing that marked me was the fact that he said they should ban foreign music from Cameroon. Okay, now this is a point that he made because he felt he felt Cameroonian where he was supposed to feel Cameroonian. Let me explain. You go to a situation where I have been to Nigeria as a guest, as Cameroonian, and I get in the club and I'm asking the DJ to play some Cameroon music too. Let me try to let some people feel Cameroon because there's a guest there. But I hear them play Fali, Kofi Olomide, and Awilo that night. And the DJ was like, thumbs up to me. Was it okay? I couldn't say. I just had to.
Okay, that's a good point.
I can't blame him. I can't blame him because he doesn't know us. All right. And how should he know us? Is if we create our own impact. If we talk about ourselves. I want to give two other examples.
Yes.
When you realize, for you to realize how Cameroonians are so negative about themselves. The first one is Mr. Leo. He was an ambassador of a certain company. I don't know if I should do publicity in your program or I tell. Let's just put it that way. And he got excited during the show. He wanted to tell the people, okay, I'm in the United States of America. I'm going for a show in a couple of minutes. And he actually snapped a picture. It was with an iPhone, and his manager had to post it. I'm like, Leo is is going to be on there. Cameroonians took that picture and went directly to ITEL and was like, look, Una see Una ambassador. And there was a whole complaint about it. That contract ended like that. Stanley Eno, the King Kong, was with Bisek. The afternoon at 12 noon that he posted the pic of himself signing a contract with Bisek. That same day, under Bisek line, there was a whole lineup of Cameroonians criticizing. Now that's a company that was taking Stanley as an ambassador to make the people feel proud, like they're taking their own. But we hear Cameroonians start criticizing. Now, if you are the company, are you not going to feel like you're not comforted? Because these are the same people that put money in your bank. To show how negative Cameroonians are. A Cameroonian will go to an extent to tell you that Cameroon music is not beautiful music. This afternoon, we're all in a group. They were showing us Simi on CRTV, and everybody was like, "Wow, this Cameroon!" And it was under a sports program when the Shan is going on. And I made a comment.
I think it's because it's the African Football Cup of Nations, so that's totally okay for me, my opinion, because you have other African countries who are there, and you want to, also show them that we are hospitable. We welcome them into our homes.
All
so
right, this is my point. I was not actually dwelling on the point that they showed Renew on CRTV. It brought me to a situation where I was reminiscing. I was trying to think of Renew, our very Renew. She came out and did everything she can. She has been proving it for so much long time. By the time this same Simi, I mean, she became popular in Nigeria. It didn't make 2 weeks for us to popularize her in Cameroon. You understand?
Right.
So I want to tell you, my sister, the truth is, if we are not radical with our promotion, if we don't get radical with our promotion to ask the government to do this 80-20 thing, so that Cameroonians should
Yeah.
believe in us, they would definitely, our culture is going to get missing. Imagine a lady. I like talking with examples. Imagine in a
Yes, I
traditional
like your
wedding where I'm
examples.
MC, a lady is dressed in our traditional toga, all right, in the traditional toga, and they have finished the traditional rites in the house. They want to go out to like greet their people. They are leaving the house with ada ada. When a beautiful song of about witty menstrual singing, we are proud of who we are,
Yeah,
is
proud.
hitting. I mean, it's trying its best in, but we are hearing ada ada, and we see a lady in a traditional toga and a guy, and they're leaving and they're greeting people when I'm hearing Flavor singing his
Do
dialect.
you think that is
Okay,
because
I am
there
not blaming
somebody hasn't
Nigerians.
really do you think that is because somebody hasn't really played a song that people or couples can actually use for traditional marriages, or what do you think was the reason for that? Maybe they wanted to look for a song that goes with the tradition, with what's going on, with the event that was going on. But you're making a very important
Okay,
point
good.
there. I'm trying to be
There are
objective on both
25.
sides.
Good, good. I have
Let
been a
me come in.
DJ.
Let me
I've got
come in.
25
Each
songs.
Malaya has a wedding song. Each Malaya has a good wedding song that they made. Each Malaya has a very good wedding song that can be used
Taj,
in
can
any
you
part of
highlight
the
the
Dross,
person who is talking?
you have even gone far. You are going right up to Ixby. I wanted to tell Auntie Gwen here that I've got about 25. After that day, I did my research. I've got about 25 Bamenda songs that are talking about love. All right,
Wow.
that they could use to give that all. But it's just because they don't have the platform. They haven't portrayed it to the people, so they don't believe in them. You know, if these songs were maybe popularized, people could listen to them time and again. That's why we call radical promotion 80-20. If these people listen to us time and again, they would be marveled with what we have in our library, musical library. They would be so marveled. Because I would stand a Cameroonian telling me that our songs we are not talented. These Nigerians, this same blood when they pass on my skin, they know that they get the very blood, They will tell us our
Right.
sounds, we don't have quality in our sounds and everything. Okay, fine. Adolf Kumbaboy is up there in Europe. He has one of the most sophisticated studios where even Ivorians go there to wax their music.
Of
Cameroonians have done
course.
Makossa music, they have done Bikusi, and have waxed it in that same studio. So do you think we don't have that quality? Now, even if
So
you
what
want
is the
a
problem?
sophisticated
What
studio in
is the
Cameroon,
problem?
how
Why
far have
is
you encouraged the Cameroonian?
Yeah. So what is the problem? We need to figure out the
We don't
problem,
listen
because
to us.
we cannot be
We don't believe in
solving a
us.
problem
We have
without knowing
lost
the
faith in
root
us.
cause.
We are going to come into that as well. The causes.
Yes.
We have lost faith
So
in
let
us.
me
That's why we are trying to strike hard about the 80-20 thing.
welcome Claude Songe, who is the founder of Chanel 3 Zones. He's based in Paris, and he's a cultural promoter as well. He's been promoting and working with so many artists, not only from Cameroon, but from other African countries. And he just joined the live broadcast. Merci beaucoup à toi, Claude. Est-ce que tu peux t'introduire à tout le monde qui nous regarde maintenant?
Oui, mais comment ça s'appelle Bonjour à tout le monde. Bon, je suis très content, je suis heureux
Merci
de
vraiment.
participer à ce moment très précis sur Sportline. Je suis Claude Songuet, je suis promoteur culturel, je suis producteur, je suis patron d'une chaîne qui s'appelle tout simplement Chanel Trison, qui est basée au UK, en Angleterre. Et je suis, directeur et agent artistique sur la place parisienne.
Dis-moi un peu, quelle est ton
j'aime.
opinion sur ce sujet très, très pertinent? Est-ce que tu penses que
le sujet est très intéressant.
la musique camerounaise n'est pas valorisée chez nous-mêmes?
Je crois que nous sommes, nous sommes responsables de ça. Nous sommes un peu tous responsables de ça, parce que je crois que si nous prenons tous des taureaux par les cornes, on va y arriver. Mais le seul problème, c'est que les radios, les télévisions ne font pas le travail qu'il faut, tout simplement. Voilà. Et puis, l'État derrière s'en fout complètement de l'art camerounais. Parce que s'ils s'intéressaient à ça, on ne serait pas là. C'est qu'aujourd'hui, les artistes vivent de leur art et puis ils n'ont pas à mendier à gauche et à droite. Voilà. Ça veut dire qu'il y a une loi qui est sortie, 80% de musique camerounaise, mais ce n'est pas le cas. Alors, il y a plutôt 90% de la musique étrangère et 10% voilà, de la musique camerounaise. Et c'est ça qui est terrible. C'est ça qui est terrible avec tous les talents qu'on a. On n'a rien à envier avec les autres pays, le Congo, le Nigeria. On a les talents qu'il faut au Cameroun. Il n'y a pas son deux. On a trop de talents au Cameroun et des grands talents. Alors, et puis, ils ne sont pas valorisés comme tels. Voilà pourquoi moi, je suis l'un des acteurs économiques qui valorise la culture africaine. Je ne valorise pas seulement la culture camerounaise, je valorise toute la culture africaine. Parce que c'est ma richesse. L'Afrique, moi je me bats pour l'Afrique, pour tout un continent qui a besoin de se valoriser, qui a besoin d'avoir les outils pour aller se battre ou se confronter à l'Europe et au monde. Mais si
est-ce que tu es pour le fait? Voilà. Est-ce que tu es pour le fait? Est-ce que tu soutiens le fait qu'une loi soit passée au Cameroun par rapport à ça? Il y a des gens qui veulent qu'une loi soit passée au Cameroun pour que 80% de la musique camerounaise soit jouée. Absolument. Mais dans tous les snack bars, dans les médias.
Je crois que la loi existe déjà. Hein. Elle existe déjà.
OK.
Non, c'est 60.
Je crois qu'elle existe déjà, cette loi. Mais elle n'est pas appliquée. 60, mais ça existe. Elle n'est pas appliquée.
C'est 60-40.
Voilà.
Okay.
C'est pas appliqué et c'est pas bien. Voilà.
Okay, so let's hear from someone else now. John Pelford or CEO, whoever wants to take. Yes, go ahead.
Pelford, in Canada. Yes, I want to stop it of is this. I believe that we artists, I'm an artist, I'm a comedian.
Oh boy, I sent
we
the
artists,
video
we
to
have
you.
been suffering for years. And it's not that we don't have good music. We have music. We have good music in Cameroon. You understand? The only issue that we have in Cameroon is that we have been adapted to foreign music. And to stop this issue, to really bring back our culture to our, really need to give a ban, complete ban to foreign music in Cameroon. I think we need to give a ban.
That's harsh.
Even for 1 or 2 years, complete ban.
What are your opinions, guys? Please let us know in the comments.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is that if we don't give a complete ban to all those foreign music, especially Nigeria, then there will be no debate. If they should say that 80% of Cameroon music, 20% of foreign music. If you go to club, definitely they will still play Nigerian music, foreign music. Two Nigerian music,
okay,
Korean music. Then
okay, that's your opinion, John Belfort. Okay. All right, guys, share the video. We need more people. We need more opinions on board here because we want more people to watch. We want more people to comment.
Foreign music in Cameroon, so that the upcoming artists should have that opportunity to also grow their career. We have a lot of talented young upcoming artists in Cameroon, which are doing more better than even the biggest artists, those who are already artists. If you should go inside the quarters, around the quarters, to listen to those who are trying to make music, you will know that they are well talented. They don't have the means because the foreign music have already covered the whole Cameroon. That is not fair. Really, I'm an artist.
All right, so we've heard your opinion. Let's hear from. Okay. Yeah, this is a very crucial topic, okay, and we're trying to air our opinions out It's something that something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. There is a problem. We need a solution for it. Okay. The truth is that a lot of times I would say, I don't know why people they don't know so much about Cameroonian entertainment. There was a video that went viral one time of a Cameroonian entertainer who was doing, and she was doing an interview in Nigeria. And when she was asked a question relating to Cameroonian entertainment, she was unable to defend the Cameroonian entertainment. I think that when somebody is in front of the camera or in front of a possibility to talk about things relating to our culture or who we are, our identity, they should not relent. Every opportunity you have to put it out there so that the world will know. Give examples, tell them about some of the great artists that we have. Listen, Tala Andre Marie, he has songs that were taken over by big artists in America. We already know about Michael Jackson, right? We know about So Makossa from Manu Dibango. Listen, we know about everything. Cameroon has always been a bedrock of so much talent, but we are letting it die down. If we don't take action, then we might just as well get lost. So I see Owada Comic just joined, but then let's first of all hear from Shay Bamenjo. Shay Bamenjo, what do you have to say?
Thank you so much. Thank you. The first thing we have to take note of is how did we get into all this? How did we get into a situation where we are trying to save? Hello?
Yes, go ahead. We can hear you very well.
How did we get into this situation in the first place?
Yes.
Of our music or our entertainment going down so bad to an extent that a lot of emotions are so high at the moment, and everything is just like complete chaos right now. The first problem we have to notice is the influx of foreign music, especially music from across the border through the Anglophone regions. A lot of Anglophones identify themselves to this their neighbors, and they consumed a lot of their products because of the free access these products had to enter into this part of their nation, and also the language compatibility between these two regions. And the music got so much into them that they felt like it was part of their culture. Reason for why Topsy was saying in a marriage, they were playing a Nigerian song, which is actually even an Ogene song, which is like a traditional music. It's not even like the Afro pop or Afrobeat thing. Then the second part is the media. The media has been so bad. I mean, when I talk of the media, I mean the TVs and the radio. They joined a kind of trend that I can't really understand. I don't own a TV channel. I don't understand it. But I've tried this afternoon to talk with the management of Boom TV in Cameroon. And sometimes the problem is not only at the level of the workers. The workers are there to implement new ideas to get the channels going on, but probably the CEOs or the actionnaire of these companies have a different vision or are not people who are easily to be convinced. And sometimes your job is at the forefront. You almost lose your job because you're trying to implement something. Imagine like a technical director in Boom TV trying to play for more than 5 hours just Cameroon music. Is a risk for the job. I'm saying this here live. And like I said, the media, they need to do more. How did people come to know the Cameroon national team? People came to know the Cameroon national team because channels like C.A.T, others that were existing by then, I think just C.A.T was existing, could project the beauty of Cameroon football. How did people know Cameroon had so much talent in football? How did people know on the streets of Cameroon there was football? I think there was this advert which was made in Cameroon with Buford beer, and it had to do with football, and 3-3 Expo. It had to do with football. And this advert was not only played in Cameroon, it was played on almost every African nation, but it was talking about Cameroon. And that's how people get to know that the media had to do this, but they have not been doing it. Then there is this part which comes now personally. These 2 points were just like, these first points were more of a generalized point. there is an inferiority complex between the actors of music. That means people who are les acteurs de divertissement, who are into this, like the artists, the actors. Hello?
Yes.
Did someone say something? Okay, we go on. So there's an inferiority complex between the artists, the DJs, the journalists who are into media, and every other person involved in entertainment. They have this inferiority complex. They have this problem that they don't show their confidence. They don't show that energy. They are not ambitious. They are just contented in, like, you have your small world and wish you are king, and you think, okay, that ends there. I'm king here. I don't want to be king in any other place. And then there is this ego. There is ego which is used in the wrong way. They have this. Everybody in the entertainment has this ego in which they are using it in the wrong way. The ego is part of your life. It's always going to be there. But if you don't use it the right way, you use it at the detriment of other people around you. And it affects the whole system. I'm calling this system the ecosystem. And in an ecosystem, everybody has a role to play. Everything has a role to play. There's no role that is neglected or that will never be accepted. Whether it's a comedian, whether it's just a street DJ, everybody is involved in this. If it's a disco DJ, a snap DJ, if it's just somebody who stand on the road and distribute songs to people's phones, because in Cameroon we don't download songs online, we don't buy songs online. How do we get these songs? How do we get these songs from across the border? I don't want to be particular about a country. I'm hardly going to mention the name of the country because I'm fighting for my own.
I don't think it's not. Mentioning the country is not really the point. It's not X
and
or Y country that is the problem.
For its own country somewhere.
Yes.
So I think it's something that is patriotism in this situation. But I don't have to attack someone else. So in this ecosystem, everybody has a role to play. But this ego has been mismanaged to the extent that it is rather becoming dangerous for us in our ecosystem. And if an ecosystem does not work, we already know what it is. We are seeing the effects. That's why we see it now. My brother Toxic, I didn't know this guy was such a good rapper, but I see him now more of a TV. He has a voice to even present as a TV presenter.
He's a multi-talented guy.
It's really amazing. This is a talent, but because our ecosystem is not well managed, talents like Toxic with this voice cannot be seen.
Let me tell you something. I'm not cutting you short, but just to add to what you're saying, I was speaking with a group of, friends, Cameroonians, of course, here, and they were like talking about this event that was taking place somewhere in America. And they said in this event, the MC was from another country. Okay. And this MC was paid a hefty check, to come and MC that event. And they were sitting there feeling really disappointed and heartbroken that these people did not find somebody in the community that can sit in that position. And so now this brings me to the question, what is going on? Like, what is the reason? Why would they bring somebody else?
There is that ego. There is somebody in that marriage.
They think that does it add some pride to the celebrants or to the people organizing the event, or what is the root cause? What is going on? What's the thing that's going on? Let's hear from Oboy the comic as well. Okay, yes, just conclude on that, and then we'll hear from Oboy the comic who just joined.
Yeah, this brings back to the point which I was talking about, ego.
Deli, please, if you can join this broadcast, I trust your judgment is just spot on a lot of things. Sis, if you want to join the broadcast, just let me know. Let me send you the link. Go ahead, Godfather.
Thank you. Like I said, it's that ego that I'm saying is being mismanaged. Amongst all those people who were in that wedding or who were organizing the wedding, they have contacts of people who could do the MC work, who could do all these things in a very bright way. But there is that ego, which is like, why should I get that one? And some kind of pride, which is, I can't really define it, but I think
that you're bringing a foreigner to come and do your event. It's some kind of nice thing, I don't know if
Yeah, and is that inferiority complex? Is that inferiority complex? I've listed the things here to you guys. is that it goes now. This is the human part of it. It's not more like the societal part of it. It's now more personal and human. Is that inferiority complex? Like, okay, I want people to feel that it's a foreigner who was the MC at my wedding. You have Toxic here. He can speak really well and he can really be a good humorist. You have Old Pancho. He can do all these things. There are a lot of this inferiority and this ego is put together in the wrong direction. I'm going to
Let's
come
hear
off
from
that.
Boy that coming.
Say some things.
Oh boy, they're coming. Welcome. I'm sure that you've had experiences where you were ditched to the side because maybe they gave preference to some other people from somewhere else. What's your take on this topic? How much foreign entertainment should be allowed on our media in Cameroon? What's your personal experience with that?
Oh, thank you, Auntie Gwen. My respect and greetings to everybody on the panel already. All due respect for them because they are all heavyweight champions in what they do. And
thank you for accepting to join in such short notice. Thank you. I'm really, really honored.
My take on the topic, our topic, I don't want to make it long or complicated, yeah? I will start from the small ones.
You already scratch your head first, so we want to talk. Trouble day.
I think we need to work on our self-esteem artistically in Cameroon. People need to be to accept the fact that a lot of Africa's music, before we even get to the new genre that we are consuming around Africa, which is the Afrobeat, a lot of African music was inspired from and by our Makossa. I don't need to read a musical history book to remind Africans or the whole world this. But what has happened to our Makossa? What has happened to this pot that gave birth to the various genre of music? This pot that inspired people. Today you listen to Makossa somewhere, people want to call it classic. Why? Because the present generation has totally kept that one in the background and are trying to follow what others have created. There is no crime in maintaining your own and adapting it to the present rhythm that is in the market. People need to understand. We have always inspired people. My big shout out to CY, who actually hardly see my point, but instead takes it to one side. I'm the kind of person who like to see things from the sociological point of view. Now, I was saying it in the WhatsApp group that was created recently. My special shout out to most Cameroonians presently, especially artists. We have actually created groups and WhatsApp groups where we keep preaching the 80% our own, 20% others. But this is the problem. I want us to listen keenly. We have made this thing from day one a Cameroonian versus a Nigerian thing, which is not supposed to be like that. And each time we do that, they see us out there as haters, as jealous people. Let me explain myself.
Oh boy.
Let me explain myself. When they say 20% foreign, in that 20%, we have Angola, we have Ghana, we have all that countries. Nigerian songs are not the only foreign songs you sit at a snack and you listen. We listen to R&B. We listen to South African Jerusalem. We listen to Ghanaian fast rap. I understand that Nigeria is a superpower when it comes to music. I understand. I am not against the law, but I insist. The more we keep putting Nigeria there, each time we want to talk about this quota that we are trying to work on now, which alone, it has been existing. I
totally agree with you. We should not focus on countries. We don't need to focus on a particular country because we need to keep our relationships with these people. We work with some of these people every single day, you know, and so we just have to find a way. This is not a Cameroon, Nigerian, or a Cameroon, another country. It's an issue that can be dealt with from the bottom, from the root, and the government should take that into consideration.
I have a couple of, we may not have the same friends, okay? The DJs you know in Nigeria may not be the same DJs I know, me or boy that comic.
Yeah.
But I know DJs from Cameroonian origin and from Nigerian origin who are their clubs. I'm sorry if I have the only ear that has listened to some very limited number of our songs played in Nigeria.
Yeah,
that is where
boy, please let me chip in something, please, about the fact that you mean we are specialized more on Nigeria. I'm one of the first people after C.A.T made that video that came and told him that, okay, what you have said is true, I'm with you. First of all, you have to understand, he made that video at the point with so much emotions. That's one thing people have to understand. Sometimes you are so patriotic that you use your emotions and someone will read it the wrong way. But we have already come to a conclusion. We are not fighting Nigeria. That video was made. We are responsible. He made the video. I've said I'm responsible for what he said. He said he's responsible for what he said. But we are not only fighting Nigeria. Nigeria only comes in the topic because there's a lot of misinformation going out there. We have written even what we want down. If you have not read it, we have a document written down. We have compressed it to 3 pages, very direct with what we want. And we have not mentioned the name of any country. People are misdirecting this. Some people even say ban. We are not for ban. We are here just to promote our own, to make sure our own is being prioritized. We are not banning anybody, please. And if the more you're talking about Nigeria, it seems like it's something that happened. I claim it was said with emotions. These are emotions that were used. You can't judge you can begin to criticize your emotions. You can either confirm that this is what you said and then you move forward, or you stand there and begin to say, okay, this is what I said, and nothing is going to change. We are not for Nigeria. Nigeria is mostly used exactly because we know why, but we are not for Nigeria. A lot of people are doing misinformation out there. Please, guys who are watching, we are not banning any music.
There is no fight between Cameroon and any country.
This and that. You people have seen under CY's post, Nigerians are even coming and commenting, we should do this, we should do this. They are giving us tips as well. They are not, the people understand the whole thing. No,
I think it's just the method, because you might have a very good point that you're making. If you don't say it the right way, people might misunderstand or misinterpret.
At this juncture,
that's why we are a group. We are a group. We are not one person. We are a group. We are not one person. We have people. We share ideas before we bring them out now.
Right.
I
want to chip in something. Even when it gets to the level of the authorities, okay, what we are trying to do is to convince the authorities.
Not fighting only for
from
Nigeria.
Cameroon can step into Nigeria peacefully. You understand? And it step into South Africa and step into a lot of African countries, or even make a communique. We are gradually losing our culture, and youth in Cameroon are not valorized, especially the artists. So we just wanted to keep you guys a little bit away from us for 20%. I think it's going to be like a peaceful negotiation. 20%. Let our youths be listened, even if it's for 2 years or 3 years. When it gets into a level where it has penetrated our youth, then we let you guys in. See, the truth is, other countries now can let any other music play in that country because they have already been assimilated. That their tradition has been, I don't know, the tradition has been so much bestowed in them, so much so that they cannot even get away from it. They cannot derail. The Cameroonians here will derail a lot more, because even when you have a show, come again.
I want to say something.
Hello.
Okay, is that Oboy that comic? Oboy that comic. You wanted to add to that?
I don't know.
No. Sorry. What I want to say is, my wife is just saying it right now. People have this tendency to eat the food they find in front of them when it comes to music culture, and the present fight on the quota, 80% to 20, it's a good one, okay? But I don't know if this should sound as an encouragement, or I think it should sound as an encouragement already to the musicians. Now there will be a problem if musicians slow down in producing music, in making music. The time has come to pressure. Yes, the time has come for this. The time is now, guys. Get to the studios, produce us as many as you can. Forget about the challenges it takes to produce them songs. Just produce the music.
The means.
Can I come?
But the more
oh boy, permit me to cut you. How would you be? How
We
would you
have to
have
go
the
to the
whole
second question, guys.
spending more than 100,000 francs in the studio, and you know that you're not going to be out there? I'm sorry that I'm cutting you, but saying to produce as many as possible is like telling somebody to just throw money into water.
Yes.
How are you sure you're going to have get the platform? How are you sure you're going to get the platform? How are you sure you're going to be out there? If you've got
CY
80, 20%,
International,
at least you're sure
what
of
are you
yourself.
trying
You
to
know,
say?
okay, at least a DJ can play your song.
Yes.
At this time, me myself, at this time I do music for people.
Listen. Can I say something?
CY International.
Can I say something? I come to understand that many of us entertainers in Cameroon, we don't really master what is entertainment. We don't master. People do entertainment, but I don't think they understand.
Yeah.
There is just no way you can say artists should go on the studio and do more songs. They need to do more songs. They need to add. No, we don't need more songs. There is just no way you will fry pop-off, 100 pop-off a day, and you sell 20. And the next day, you cannot sell that 80 because it will be called sleeping pop-off. It will be called sleeping pop-off. And the next day again, you have that same courage to go and fry another pop-off. What we need now is to bring... Listen, the thing we need now, what we need now, listen to me, what we need now, we should not even be going far away talking about this. We have lost it. We have lost something. Now we want to recover that thing. And the only way we can recover that thing is to
Dollars Fashion.
The only way we can recover that thing is to close the incoming. The incoming. There is no way we still allow the foreign music to be circulating more while we think that we can still make our own dominate. Because right now, our people have already soaked their mind with the foreign music.
Okay, let's take the second question. Let's take the second question. Okay, the second question here is that.
We need to talk about solutions. Gwendy, we need to talk about solutions, please. That's what the people need to hear more.
We will get to the solutions, but we need to tackle the questions that people have asked, and they want to, So let's get the second question, right? Okay. Now, a law is being passed. If that law actually is passed, people are suggesting that there should be repercussions for those who don't respect this law. What is your take on that, guys?
Yeah.
Claude Songe.
Okay.
Donc, les gens suggèrent qu'une loi soit passée et que tous ceux-là qui ne respectent pas cette loi, qu'ils aient des répercussions, qu'ils aient peut-être des punitions et autre chose. Qu'est-ce que toi tu suggères en tant qu'homme de culture?
Je suis tout à fait d'accord par rapport à ça parce que normalement, tous ceux qui ne vont pas s'aligner, il faudra qu'ils aient des amendes, que ce soit dans les bars, que ce soit dans partout.
Est-ce que tu as une proposition pour comment ça doit se passer? Est-ce que tu as une proposition?
Disons normalement, comme je dis toujours, nous les Camerounais, on a toujours la science infuse, on veut toujours savoir, on veut toujours faire des choses, mais il faut mettre les choses à plat. Il ne faut pas faire n'importe quoi, il faut prendre le temps de faire des choses. Et ce que moi je préconise en général, c'est de faire quoi? Aujourd'hui, on a commencé à faire une discussion qui est tout à fait très intéressante. Mais j'aimerais que cette discussion qui se passe aujourd'hui, qu'on puisse le mettre en pratique. C'est-à-dire que après, on organise un forum où nous tous, on va se rassembler et on va trouver les idées pour faire en sorte c'est-à-dire, ce sont ces idées-là qui font en sorte que on va être plus fort et puis on va adhérer à tout ce qui va suivre après. Parce que, vous savez, la musique, comme je dis toujours, c'est un art majeur.
Mais il y a un document déjà préparé en français et en anglais avec tout ce que nous voulons.
Voilà. Le problème, c'est que s'il y a cette loi-là, si tout est préparé, il n'y a pas de souci. Parce que normalement, moi, j'aime pas comment ça s'appelle. Quand on discute, j'aime qu'on ait qu'il y ait quelque chose de concret. Voilà.
Qu'est-ce que tu proposes comme solution? Qu'est-ce que tu proposes comme solution en tant qu'homme de la culture? Quelqu'un qui promouvoit la culture camerounaise et africaine. Qu'est-ce que tu proposes comme solution, monsieur Claude Songe?
Il y a bien des années que j'ai déjà, vous savez, je suis comme je pourrais dire ça sans me vanter avec ce que je suis le premier, je suis le premier, sinon le seul Africain à avoir combattu les majors ici là pour accepter, pour faire signer les artistes africains en France. Parce que j'ai travaillé avec Universal, j'ai travaillé avec Sony.
Et je sais qu'aujourd'hui, tu travailles beaucoup avec les Camerounais. Tu travailles avec beaucoup de jeunes talents
Aujourd'hui, j'ai décidé de travailler avec les Camerounais, mais ce n'est pas une chose facile. Mais
qu'est-ce qu'il y a comme problème?
Il y a beaucoup de problèmes parce qu'il y a déjà le problème de producteurs. Il n'y a pas de producteurs au Cameroun. Hein. Il y a les gens qui font semblant d'être producteurs, mais ce ne sont pas des producteurs. Un producteur, c'est quoi? Un producteur, c'est quelqu'un qui est capable de prendre un artiste, de lui sortir déjà un artiste devant, signer un bon contrat avec un artiste. Promouvoir cet artiste, ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire que quand tu signes un artiste, tu ne vas pas gagner de l'argent de suite. C'est un artiste que tu dois travailler, tu travailles sur l'artiste pendant 3 ans. Voilà. Tu travailles sur un artiste pendant 3 ans pour donner la valeur à cet artiste. Maintenant, il y a les gens qui disent qu'ils sont artistes, il est producteur, il arrive tout de suite, il veut que tout de suite, il veut gagner de l'argent. C'est pas comme ça qu'on fait. Et il faut aussi que les artistes prennent conscience que c'est un métier. C'est-à-dire qu'on ne vient pas faire la musique parce qu'on cherche les filles ou bien faire du buzz. La musique est un métier, un vrai métier. Comme celui qui va travailler au bureau, c'est un vrai métier. Alors, le chanteur doit savoir que sa place, c'est les studios. La place d'un artiste, c'est les studios. C'est pas Facebook, c'est pas les conneries, c'est le studio. Et le producteur doit faire son boulot aussi. Parce que quand tu n'as pas, il faut avoir une équipe. Voilà. Si tu n'as pas eu d'équipe, les artistes n'ont pas d'équipe, ils n'ont pas de vrais managers. Ils ont des semblants managers, des petits rigolos qui ne connaissent même pas ce que c'est que le métier. Voilà. Alors, il faut déjà qu'on fasse, comment ça s'appelle, qu'on fasse en sorte que les managers, qu'on sache qui est manager et qui n'est pas manager au Cameroun. Il y a beaucoup de choses à faire, mais je crois que la loi sur, comment ça s'appelle, sur 80% de la musique camerounaise, c'est une très très bonne idée, c'est une très bonne chose parce que il faudrait que les artistes, que nos artistes soient valorisés et que celui qui n'est pas derrière ça, celui qui ne fait pas ça, soit puni et soit puni sévèrement, tout simplement.
Okay, merci beaucoup pour ta contribution. Okay, so I don't know who is going to take the floor now. You guys were on the second question. Should any repercussions follow people who don't respect that law? Should in case the law becomes effective?
Oh boy, let oh boy talk.
Oh boy, go ahead.
I think you want to eat some bread. Ma, give small bread, may chop.
Oh boy, talk.
Thank you, Master. I don't chop, but that's already not mine. I want to. So, guys, just so we don't end the live session.
Oh boy, say something.
Misunderstood. So when I said musicians should take advantage of the moment they enter the studio and produce, I remember saying that producing our own. Now, taking advantage simply means we are not fighting for that 20% to be for foreign products. Let's not create a vacuum at the end of the day where we won't have our own products to consume. Of course, I'm not telling an artist to go out there and produce music out of stones. At the end of the day, it's show business. What I'm trying to say simply is now the time is now. Let's focus on our own and showcase our own. Now, I want to answer this. I want to give an answer to the second question. Repercussions should come. Now, Cameroon is not a country where somebody will sit in his room and decide of laws to be, implemented out there. It's true, it could start from the streets, it could start like Siwa already started. I can bet you that the country is seeing, the government is seeing. Now there should be a procedure, a strategy, so that this should work. We've worked on
we have a strategy. We have a strategy, oh boy.
That's what he's saying. He knows, that's what he's saying.
Oh God, we've worked on a 4-paper document. What we should now focus on is how to let it send it to decision makers.
Make it effective, yeah.
We are not decision makers. Secondly, now, how do we get to call people to order when the 80/20% is finally implemented? There's something the regional delegates for arts and culture started a couple of months when I was still in Cameroon. She went around the city of Boya. She went to Limbe, around Boya Sub Fako generally, and she struggled to hold meetings with DJs. That was a movement. I remember suggesting to my boss, the regional delegates for arts and culture, Madam, don't slow down. You've already played a major role in promoting the Southwest culture since you were sent to this region. But now, let other divisional delegates, sub-divisional delegates,
follow through.
what we use to implement this 80/20%. Now, how do we get to punish people? And this is a problem that I address in my master's thesis. Cameroon doesn't know how to go down the quotas to fish talent. If you go to the Ministry for Arts and Culture, you have a catalog of comedians, catalog of music artists. But when international events come, there are particular names they call. Do you know why? Because today it's easy to just enter the ministry with a piece of paper and say you're an artist. What Cameroon should do, what every decision maker should do, learn how to dispatch people, to send them to clubs if you have to. Send young people to clubs, let them work in collaboration with you. When what has been passed as 80%/20% is not followed, they simply do a report and they bring the report back to you over there, and I don't know, a punishment is put down there. It's easy. But so long as people think decisions will be made in Yaoundé, implemented in Yaoundé, without coming to our clause when the real life is being chopped, it is always going to be difficult. So my solution is decentralize the procedure when it comes to doing following up of this 80%/20%.
Okay, thank you so much, Ogweda Comic.
That point cannot be misunderstood. I pray so hard. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yes, your opinion is so important. Thank you so much. So let's hear from Godfather.
Yeah, let me just add with what he has just said about the regional delegates, about the regions. We, in our document, we have mentioned that we are going to create regional delegates in every region, and these regional delegates will now represent all these regions at the national meeting or whatever they are going to have. And one thing that we did mention is all these regional delegates or these national delegates have to be people who have to, les acteurs de divertissement, les acteurs de la musique have to be people who are invested into, who are actively present in music. It can be an artist, it can be an investor into music, it can be an actor or someone. So we already have this plan that, or what the comic just said. We have all these things, and we think that decentralizing the system will make it much more easier. And our aim is it brings everybody from every region, and then it gives us it makes us use the diversity of our nation in the best way, which makes understand the music from Marwa. I remember when I was growing up, we used to have music from the Sahel or from the northern part.
I remember one of the songs.
Yeah, now exactly this song was a hit. This song was a hit, but now we hardly even hear such songs again. We used to have songs from the Pygmies, which they were dressing, all this they are dressing. But what has happened? I still go back my point in the media. But before we continue, there is this thing that I think should be really considered. Should really be considered. Religious artists have to have a big role to play. Religious artists, if anybody is listening here who is a religious artist, I will tell you, you are in a church with 700 members. You sing every day. You go to church. You go for your practice and you sing on Sundays. You sing songs from across the border, from overseas, in a language you don't understand. And people are singing.
I had this topic with some guests. I had this topic with Prosper Menko and Pandita and Joe, who are gospel artists, just 2 weeks ago. The same thing, and I asked them that question: are you restricted in your church to sing only Cameroonian music, or do you sing mostly foreign music? I asked them that question. And so I think that just like what you're saying, it comes from the base. It comes from the base. Do you love what you do? Do you love what your people do? Or do you think that the others are doing better? Right? If you always see the pasture greener on the other side, there's always going to be a problem. Thank you for joining, Nadesh.
I think Gwendolyn.
Yes, John Pelford, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Yes.
You've been quiet.
Is it me? Okay. Were you asking a question or so?
Yes,
I've been quiet.
Yes,
I've been quiet because I'm listening to
what strategies?
Giving like.
What strategies should be put in place to reinforce this decision, if at all it gets accepted, it gets implemented?
It's gonna get accepted, not if.
Okay, we're putting our fingers crossed.
According to my it's 20
We can't hear you very well for some
if
reason.
it already accepted, like for 20%, how are we going to really follow up these things until it's going to come back to us? I think,
Yeah, so
as my brother
that's what
just
I'm
said it right
asking
now,
about, the
that is going to
strategy.
be the only way.
Yeah.
Yes, the strategy for my own opinion, all religions in Cameroon should have a community. They're checking all these things because first, if we 20% of foreign music should play in the club, a lot of us are going to clubs every day, but most of us, since we already adapt to those foreign music, let me say, for example, mostly it's Nigeria. Yes, mostly it's Nigeria, but
Let's not call
foreign
names
music.
of countries
That's
here,
the truth.
okay?
So
Just
if
because
most
I
of
don't
us
want
are
some
going to
people to
clubs,
feel.
yes, we are not calling names. We are talking about music. Exactly, we are talking
Okay.
about foreign music, but
Okay.
example, like what I'm saying, mostly it's Nigeria. Go that far. I will call that name because everywhere in Cameroon, mostly is Nigeria. So if we should adapt to this our system, or we should come back to our culture, as we are saying. As for the artists, they have to play rules. Artists have to play rules.
I want to add something to what you're saying.
The public in the
I want to
whole
add something to what you're saying, John Pelford.
Please.
Let
I
me
don't know why
add
you are
something to
twisting
that.
this thing. Pelford, you are twisting this thing and going up, calm down. We should not be rushing this thing.
Yeah.
I think Gwendolyn, please.
Yes,
please.
TY. Go ahead.
Listen. Cameroonians, they fear Ken. Listen, Cameroonian, they fear Ken over.
Oh, boy.
My own opinion.
Listen. Cameroonian, they fear Ken. I remember time for coronavirus when government take decision, when government took decision about putting on mask. You can see the way Cameroonian they be fear the King. So it's simple. People they go for club. Any DJ where they catch it, especially that law has to do with also banning roadside DJs. Now, number one, people then that way they promote Cameroon, where they bring foreign music for Cameroon. Roadside DJs. You understand? I want to explain. Please give me a little bit, very short time. There is something we need to understand about Cameroon when it comes to social media and internet usage. I can bet with you that it's only just 20% Cameroonians who are strongly into internet and social media. Do you know that Cameroon we still don't have a hashtag that is up to 1 million? So now how do Cameroonians get their music? Listen, Cameroonians don't buy music online. That's number one. They don't buy music online.
Don't buy music.
You understand?
Right.
Hold on, let me go. Please, let me go on. Just give me a time. Let me explain you something. I beg, man, keep them my breakfast. You see?
Keep up.
We have exactly 20 minutes before we are off.
Yes,
before
please,
the broadcast is over.
Cameroonians don't buy music online. And Cameroonians, we don't get good internet. We don't get strong network where people feel watch YouTube perfectly and people feel download music. So roadside DJs, they don't take them upon themselves. Now then they go download latest music them. Can't share them out for Cameroonians. So this law, they get for ban roadside DJs, and there will be people going inside the club. One DJ will go make the first mistake for play 80% foreign music, then play 20 Cameroon music. Mulongo go pass a scheme, better Mulongo. When the Mulongo pass a scheme, the other DJ they go tie their trouser because no man no figure.
So now who will be in charge for beating now? Who will be the beating manager?
No, when I say Mulongo, Gwendolyn, Auntie Gwen, when I say Mulongo, no be say they beat Mauken. That one na violence. Mulongo na say they put you for some cold press, cold frigo. May you bend that rest today, then they give you bill for that kind of 600,000. Then you calculate since when you start hustle till now, you never got that 200,000. Your trust I go turn up fine for your waist.
I think the fine should be put on money. The fine should be put on money. Now let's go to the last point before we close the broadcast today. Let's talk about support, because we're all advocating for the fact that more Cameroonian music, more Cameroonian entertainment on our media, in our entertainment spaces and all whatnot. How many of us here support one another? Take for example an artist. Let me just call vaguely, Stanley Eno, he's been nominated for the Mama. Okay,
Voila.
how many people have shared that on their page? It starts from there, because there is something going on. If we don't do that, it's not just about saying that we should valorize each other more, but we have to support each other. Everybody has a platform. We all have our individual platforms. If somebody is doing something and you don't share, then you're not helping the culture to develop, right?
No, this has to do with patriotism. This has to do with patriotism and love for your fellow Cameroonians and love for your country. You have to develop that patriotism in the first place. If you notice, there has been a video going online about people harassing a football stadium when light went off. This thing happens everywhere. I live here in Germany, in Allianz Arena. We have had that situation before, but you never saw anybody. One of the best stadiums in the world. Nobody ever mentioned it. But the CAN has been going on in Cameroon for about a week now. Nobody is talking about some couple of days. Nobody is even posting about it. That shows that patriotism, that love for the motherland, for the fatherland.
That is where the problem lies, because we are our own problem. If we don't take
the Cameroonians are their own problem in the first place. This is what I always say. They give a lot of complaints.
Bro, please, let me tell you something.
Let me land. Let me land, CY.
Oh, man.
Let me land.
You see?
Let me land. Okay, this patriotism is that factor that is affecting us. People have to learn what it means to be a Cameroonian, what it means to be part of Cameroon. If we have someone like Stanley Eno, who is now representing us at the international stage, what do? In a family, there are always problems. A brother and a sister always have problems. Till they grow up, till they die. The longest relationship you have in your life is your brother, not even your parents. But that is the worst enemy you have in your life, your brother or your sister. But at one point, when it comes to family, you arrange it and solve it. So if anybody had a problem at this moment, we say Stanley Eno is going for the MoMA. What should we do? We have to represent our home. We have to make our home look so happy. We have to make our home look very happy. No family is the first out there.
That's the thing that other countries are doing. They take on one event as a happy event, and everybody pours it out on their page. It saturates the internet, and the international world sees that this person from this place is hitting, is on the internet.
Auntie Gwendolyn, my last statement is this. Auntie Gwendolyn, my last statement is this. Listen. We don't even need to preach. We don't even need to preach patriotism or love among ourselves. When we don't start consume only our own, we will have no choice than to love ourselves. But we don't start consume our own. We have no choice.
Why? You know why? Because even if we are consuming only what we produce. Adele Clarice is on this call. Nadesh Ngam is on this call. All of you guys are, you are artists in your own domain, in different domains. My sister Deli TV was here. You guys have seen me on her channel do live broadcast. Do you think I do that because I lack something to do? Just because it's important to support one another. If she needs me and I have the time, she says, hey, sis, can you do this interview for me?
Let me get to this
I
one.
can do it. What I mean is that if we take things up, take each other's things as if it's your own. If you will share your own things on your page, on the pages that you know, if you see something that your colleague is doing, share it, because your platform will be able to see that and it's giving it more visibility.
Okay. Somebody hand it up.
What I think what CY is trying to say here is, excuse me, what CY is trying to say here is the more people in the industry will cause a competition. And when there is this competition, trust me, there will be no supremacy like over Sabi pass this person, so I don't need to post this whatsoever. When maybe, for example, X-artist realizes that he realizes that there's a mammoth population following Y artists, he would want to chop a little bit of those artists by equally supporting. It goes like you don't even realize it. You just do it without even realizing it. But just because you go to X artists and you see just 10 likes, you realize, okay, let me be building my own likes here. Maybe I can have maybe 100 likes. But when you see this population talking to this person, appreciating this person, no matter if you're the top artist, you are going to realize that you collaborate with that person. You'll be posting the stuff so that you can equally have a little bit of his fans. I just want to conclude here by telling us Cameroonians that most of us, I am an artist. I know most of this artists, and I know their attitude. Most of them, they always claim busy, like I'm busy, I'm this, because I've heard their names. So imagine you have been hearing one name for over 6 years. It is impossible in other countries. You understand? If there's competition and many artists come up, you are going to see these kids every day. They're on my phone. I do a TV show as well. Every day they come to meet me. They want me to produce them. And when you listen to a kid sing, you feel you have ghost pimples. Okay, so if we have to implement a platform, the platform is the 80-20. If we've got a platform from these kids, trust me, that artist where they hide. The other artists where they hide for answer your call or for like your page or for whatever, you go to the next artist. The MCs are going to chop from this. The radios are going to chop from this. Even the dress, those making dresses, the designers, because you see an artist paying even 150,000 francs maybe for a trousers or just for I don't know. Even the hairdressers. I mean, everybody's going to chop from this. So if you see a Cameroonian trying to cry for this, and you are trying to bring the Cameroonian, that it means you are not first of all ready to get it. You are thankful for what you have. If you have 6 pair of shoes, you're happy that you have 6 pair of shoes, whereas you're supposed and you ought to, and you definitely have to have 16 pairs of shoes. So I don't see why a Cameroonian will come and stand and is defending the fact that they should not defend Cameroonians. That's stupid to me. Okay, you start saying that, okay, what if they stop us over there? How many times have they even played us over there? Excuse me, if we stop their music, it's not going to even create any economical step down. It's not going to step down the economy. Any country from Africa or from America or from whatsoever, it's not going to step down the economy. But instead, it's going to rise our own economy, because even the showbiz organizer that go and bring million artists out of the country, pay them million, they're going to have a platform where they can select artists and being a crowd. You would have the one show today, you bring like 16 artists just to have about to get what you spend. But if you have one artist and that people respect, trust me, it's going to make it out. Thank you very much.
All right.
Very good point.
Let me finally say something. You guys,
please, Oboy, want to say something? Yeah.
Finally. I think I want to stand for what Stanley Eno at the moment is a flag bearer going to contest and compete with a good number of heavyweight musicians.
Yeah, that was just one example. We also have Can Quintus, who is doing great in the movie sector. And so just he has been making Cameroon proud, but how many people have promoted or shared or, just supported for the culture?
No, people have supported them, Gwen. People have supported them for that. People have supported them. That's
maybe
why
not
where
enough.
they are today.
What I'm saying is that we can do so much more as a people together.
Do more. Now that we are on the 80%, 20% production or showcase, why don't we do same for Stanley Eno? Create 1 million platforms and bring the Mama Award link. Let everybody vote. That's a solution.
Good. Now, ask if they didn't know they can't go into somewhere.
Now, my point again is, I'm not going to be long, I promise. I started in 2014. When I thought I was the pioneer of stand-up comedy, I was not going to boast to be the only person, but people didn't gang up. People didn't gang up and show support so that we can take this thing to another level. On the contrary, so many shows grew overnight and died overnight. Cameroonians have that tendency where people don't know how to sit on the seat of a fan, on the seat of a promoter, and produce and push musicians, push comedians out there. We still have that problem. We need to work on it. And lastly, musicians too are the problems. They are the problems of their own problems. Let me take an example. This is CY watching. CY has over millions of people who follow him. CY has released amazing comedy skits out there. Just show me an A-list artist, B or C-list artist out there who has just once shown love by sharing one of these videos.
I don't want to cut you short. Let me add something to that, okay? What I wanted to say is that since this whole thing started, okay, it's been about 2 weeks that they've been talking about this 80%, 20%. How many artists, I asked Magasco the other day, how many artists have come out to say, I support this?
They're not talking about it. They're not talking about it. Why? Because they want to reign on the throne every day. Cameroonians
No, the problem is this. Cameroon artists are not talking about this thing. Oh boy, they comment.
That we have particular artists reign all the time. We are fighting for you
they're
guys.
not talking about a situation that concerns them. It's almost as if you guys are putting water on the duck's back. Because I asked that question, I'm asking all the artists, they're going to watch this video later, I know. You guys are not saying anything. Do you guys
They are not saying something about it.
Too entitled, what is going on? It should not concern you guys.
They are not saying something about it because they are scared. They are so afraid. I've spoken to some of the artists one-on-one. I've spoken to some of the artists one-on-one, and I noticed.
Auntie Gwendolyn,
can
I talk there? Can I talk something there?
Let's talk one person after another. I also want to hear Claude Songe.
Can I talk something? Can I say something there?
Go ahead, CY International.
Listen, the only reason why Cameroonian artists are not talking, especially the list A artists, is inferiority complex. They still believe that.
I have a very big problem with that. Personally, I've just observed that they are not talking about
this. Yes, they still believe. Listen,
a lot of them are not talking.
Do you know that there is one this daddy who in Nigeria? Oh boy, you know me. I think you can remind that guy. This guy who is he's a colored guy who criticize all the pastors and all the artists. Any artist make mistake, he slap him. Voila. Do you know there will be never an occasion organized by celebrities without inviting that guy?
Okay.
But now in Cameroon, I was believing that by now all the artists would have been following me, but it is still high.
My point is,
I am not. Listen,
say something.
I am not an artist. I am not an artist, and I don't even dream to be one. I'm a comedian and an actor. Just toxic. But we are the one fighting.
Let's hear from someone else.
Let me end. Just wait, let me end. end. The reason why Cameroonian artists, you see, like what Fee Beats was saying on a Freaky Table, you know, all this poor, you see the fear. They are still, they don't have confidence. They don't dream big. They are
why do you think they are afraid? I think that they can attack it in a different way.
Let me say why they are afraid. Let me confuse guys why they are afraid. This is how human beings think. You always look at somebody as your role model. You look at somebody who is successful, and then you want to depend on that person, and then you want to follow that person. That person is like your role model. So a lot of these artists looked upon Nigeria or the outside the music the artists from across the border as their role model, and they believe that being separated.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie.
Now, let me say something. I've not yet landed.
That's a lie.
You don't come on and you say it's a lie. And when most of them are scared because they feel they are going to be separated from these people they look onto. For example, the issue about Mali Mala coming to Boya, you see, it was just mentioned because we cannot be in the midst of trying to get this 80-20%, and you are bringing someone in exactly in Boya. Is like the center of showbiz in Cameroon.
I don't think it's a problem bringing a foreign artist to, boost the.
We are not against it. Please, can you read our document? We are not against it.
Daphne travels
we are
for
not
show.
against it. You can read our document. You will see all these things are mentioned inside. We are not against it.
For shows, I don't think it's a problem. The last show Daphne did in Equatorial Guinea, she was the main person on the poster. It was the same content. Let's focus on the proper fight and not these things. You see,
that was just a mention of the fear. That was just a mention of the fear. I've not landed. Nobody said it was a problem.
Okay.
That was just a part of the fear factor that I'm trying to explain so that people can understand why artists have the fear.
My concern was that the artists that people are trying to defend are not talking about it. Go ahead, John Pelfo, and then we'll hear from Claude Songe.
That Uncle Claude. Uncle, I'm in London. No, if you have show, Yesula.
Bon, tu es Soula, eh? Claude, il est Soula. Ne mets pas les Soula chez toi.
Ok. Claude Songuer, on est en train de dire que ça fait longtemps qu'on parle de ce sujet. On essaye de demander au gouvernement de promouvoir beaucoup plus de musique camerounaise, 80% à 20%. Mais on ne voit pas ces acteurs, ces artistes sortir pour soutenir, cette demande. Ils sont pas là. On ne les voit pas. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Quelle est ton opinion?
Déjà, mon opinion, c'est que les artistes camerounais ne sont pas solidaires. Chacun joue sa partition. Chacun joue sa partition au Cameroun. Ils ne sont pas solidaires. Ils ne sont pas solidaires. C'est ça le problème, parce que les artistes ne sont pas solidaires. Chacun considère qu'il est le meilleur et qu'il peut faire ce qu'il veut, que ce qui arrive aux autres, ça n'a qu'à arriver aux autres. C'est ça le problème. S'ils étaient solidaires entre eux.
Prends le pain.
Mais, let's take this comment from T-Power.
Les artistes, ils sont fautifs. Les artistes sont fautifs de leur propre.
You don't turn like Jesus. This one that you are sharing bread to people like that.
Voilà.
You cannot share bread without sardine. It is not Cameroon.
Donc, les artistes ne sont pas, ils ne se sentent pas, la plupart des artistes ne se sentent pas concernés. Moi, j'espérais que pendant ce temps, on aurait vu tous ces grands artistes faire des lives pour les encourager entre eux et aussi encourager les DJ, encourager le gouvernement à impliquer cette loi pour que la culture camerounaise, la musique camerounaise soit beaucoup plus valorisée et que ceux qui ne respectent pas ça soient punis. Mais on ne voit pas ces artistes. Ils ne sont pas là, ils ne disent rien.
Je suis tout à fait d'accord. Parce que
ils sont muets.
Je prends un exemple tout bête. Quand tu vois les partages, par exemple, il y a un nouveau son qui vient de sortir. Tu vas voir les artistes il y a certains artistes qui publient les sons des autres artistes. Mais les autres artistes ne publient jamais leurs sons. Tu vois, c'est déjà terrible. C'est déjà terrible, ça. Tu vois, un artiste. Moi, dans ce domaine, je suis le meilleur. Tous les artistes africains me respectent. Pourquoi? Parce que je suis l'un des promoteurs les plus puissants de la culture africaine. Et quand je parle du Cameroun, ça m'attriste. Pourquoi? Parce que c'est mon pays. C'est mon pays que je vois qu'au Cameroun, les gens s'amusent avec la culture. Or, c'est cette culture-là qui est notre richesse. Moi, je suis ce que je suis parce que c'est ma richesse qui est le Cameroun.
Exact.
Voilà. Si ce n'est pas ça, c'est que je ne suis pas ce que je suis. Alors, les artistes, le jour que les artistes vont comprendre qu'il faut travailler ensemble et aller dans la même direction, ça va changer. Voilà, tout simplement.
So that's Mr. Claude Songuer's conclusion.
Monsieur Claude, est-ce que vous savez que alors, ma femme est musicienne? Je connais beaucoup de producteurs de musique au Cameroun.
Elle est derrière là-bas. Donne-lui le pain. Donne-lui le bread. Elle est derrière
là-bas. My bride, let me send you a link to give him, okay?
Un artiste vient dans ton studio. Un son qui a été écrit par un de tes membres. Tu produis le son. Maintenant, le vidéogramme est dehors. Le producteur est incapable de partager ne serait-ce que le lien. Ça n'existe pas parmi les Camerounais et je ne sais pas pourquoi. Et c'est ça le problème.
C'est ça le gros problème.
La musiculture et ils ne font rien. Vraiment, c'est décourageant.
Oui, c'est ça, c'est vrai. C'est la réalité. C'est la réalité.
And it costs them nothing. And it costs them nothing to share. It costs them nothing.
I just say, man, I talk French. Me, Mr. Claude, no say anytime we day.
Il va où avec son pain, là? Il va où avec son pain, lui?
He's talking about Pafoka.
Qui dans le pain, ça, la sardine n'est pas un Camerounais. Je suis désolé. Désolé.
Claude Songuer is asking about Pafoka. Anyways, guys, we are concluding right now. We'll definitely have a round 2 of this discussion. And during that time, we will have a number where people can actually call and contribute, because I think that this should not be the end. We cannot just talk about this and end here. We need to continue this discussion.
Please,
so guys, in conclusion, guys, everybody, please.
Je vais commencer ou pas?
Okay. Commence alors, vas-y.
Commence.
Bon, d'abord, ce que je vais dire, c'est que je suis très heureux qu'il y a eu sur Spotline cette initiative par Gwen. C'est une très bonne initiative.
Je suis quelqu'un qui aime promouvoir la culture.
Puisque maintenant je vous connais, je connais vos visages. soyez sûr que vous êtes finis. Je connais vos visages, vous êtes finis. Dorénavant, je veux qu'on mette une plateforme où nous tous là, on va être présents pour promouvoir cette culture et cette musique camerounaise, à la publier et à la diffuser.
Après l'émission, tu nous contactes s'il te plaît, on t'ajoute, on t'envoie le document pour que tu lances un coup d'œil.
D'accord, il n'y a pas de souci. Mais ce que je veux dire, c'est que je suis très content qu'il y ait eu cette émission et que nous soyons d'accord sur une chose, qu'il faut une loi pour que la musique camerounaise soit jouée à 80%. Je suis d'accord là-dessus.
Musicians with 3 lights go high, voilà. Pass Gary, pass one cup Gary.
Et que vraiment, et que cette initiative perdure et qu'on puisse faire des choses.
On aura une deuxième discussion. On aura une deuxième discussion la semaine prochaine. Je propose qu'on ait une discussion mardi prochain. Si vous êtes d'accord, whoever is ready, we can bring more people to share their opinions because I think it's something we need to talk about.
Bon, all right, qui ramène son pain et la sardine, hein? Qui n'oublie pas son pain et la sardine, qui le ramène?
Siwa International.
Tonton Claude, prends le break, prends le break.
Je prends avec tout mon amour, je prends le break.
Where's M Global? M Global should join, please. Let's get your opinion before we close. And we'll definitely have you for the next broadcast next Tuesday at the same time.
Conclude. Thank you.
Thank
you, Auntie Gwen, for the marvelous job you're doing.
Thank you so much for joining, oh boy.
You're one of the reasons why I didn't give up in 2011 when we met at that platform where I did stand-up comedy. That advice has been helping me through all this while. One good thing I'm very proud of, more than ever before, we now understand that music is really the food to the soul. Music is universal. We should not come and over-castigate ourselves for fighting while musicians are not fighting. On the contrary, let's help them to fight along with us. You understand? They are nothing without us. They are nothing without their music. And
we work together.
Exactly. Lastly, I just want to say, it is good to vindicate. It's good to vindicate. It's good to patronize a movement. It's good to fight for something, advocate for something. This one goes to my elder brother CY. For a very long time, you've misunderstood me, and I'm pretty sure it's because you just have to practice a culture of listening after talking, because it will help you. Because when you're so focused on one particular lane, whatever thing that comes by the side, you actually hardly dwell on it to understand that this was just an addition and not a subtraction.
Village people have come.
So let's work together. That is the main focus Oboida Comic is bringing on. Oboida Comic, we want to have a second broadcast next Tuesday, and you're very welcome to let me know.
There's no bread without sardine. You call yourself a Cameroonian. This is not.
So let's hear from somebody else. Let's hear from John Pelford, General Talks, all of you. Let's hear from Godfather as we are concluding. What should be the message that you guys want everybody who watches this video to get?
Toxic, oh boy, I love you. I went man you for back bet.
Well, see why me people talk now.
I'll talk about you to Finaliza.
So you guys go ahead. Go ahead. We have 2 minutes. We're concluding. So what are your last words
to everyone on this platform and everyone listening? We are in for a fight. When I say fight, I don't mean a physical battle. We are in for a fight, and which is to promote our culture, which means it has to do with the local tellers, the local DJs, the A-list DJs, the local artists, the upcoming artists, the producers, the actors. It is a fight for everyone who has to do with our culture, and we are not stopping here. Initiatives like this show that have brought us here should continue talking about it. Everyone should keep it in their mind. It is for the benefit for the benefit of every Cameroonian as a whole. In that ecosystem, when it starts working, all of you, even a simple club DJ, will become like Master KG. He has one of the best song out of contemporary Africa, Jerusalem. That man is just a DJ who fought for something like this in South Africa. Any other person can achieve same. The investors into music, the promoters, all of them, the bloggers are involved. They should get into it. And even if the artists are not yet talking about it, We have
They will come
understood. Maybe
around.
we are still going to go detailing why they are not talking about it in another show. But we should keep the fight. We didn't start this fight with the artists. We didn't go and mention any artists. We took it upon us and we said, okay, we are moving forward. We are taking it forward and we move forward. And we are taking decisions also to the right quarters, to the Ministry of Culture, to Sonakam, which we already got contact with them. And we are doing it step by step. We are respecting the laws, but our mind is 80% Cameroon music. If you are not with us, then we have nothing to discuss with you. We are not here. Yeah. We are revolutionaries, and we have an aim, and we are trying to get that aim. If no matter who is, if you are my brother now, you are against this thing, then for the moment you're going to stop being my brother until I convince you. There are a lot of people that we have convinced verbally, and they have seen reason with us, and those that are not able to even understand, and we have kept them aside at the moment. It's good, our brother, boy, the comic. I like the fact that you have settled your beef. That's great. That's the best thing that we can wish for. But if anybody that is against this, try to convince them and understand one thing. If people have not understood something, it will be difficult for them to apply it. Sometimes it's best to explain to them first and see their reaction. If you don't get a positive reaction, then, okay, you say, okay, you are not accepted. You can't try to convince me to stop believing in what I believe. This is what makes a human beings live. Believe. We believe in this and we are going to get it. Do not try to convince us. Do not try. If I see you trying to convince any member from this revolution to stop doing this, you're going to get into real trouble with me. You're going to get into real trouble. Please, we are in a revolution.
Global, can you join the broadcast?
Energy
You have
keeps
the
going.
link.
We need people to keep motivating others, motivate people. And you know, the more we talk about it, the more government is going to see into it and they are going to accept it.
All right, thank you. So let's give the floor to John Pelford to give us his conclusion words. And then we'll hear from CY International. We have AIM Global official who has joined. I would have really, really loved to hear his opinion before we close for today. So let's hear, guys. You have 1 minute to say whatever you want to say, please. John Pelford and then CY International. Did we hear from Talks? Did you already give your conclusion, Talks?
No, not yet.
All right, so take the floor because it seems like John Pelford is not yet ready to talk. And CY International. Go ahead, Talks. We can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
The village people are around.
You're on mute, General. CY, take over. 1 minute. Talks is on mute.
Okay. Am I focused?
Yes, go ahead. You have 1 minute, CY, I beg. We're concluding.
Thank you, Auntie Gwendolyn, for this program. In fact, you are the reason why I have not gotten married to my seventh wife. You know, I began to go marry number 7 now.
Am I good now? Am I good now?
And the thing is very simple. We are not turning back. It's 80%, 20%. And by the time that 80% is being practiced, trust me, everybody in this entertainment industry is gonna enjoy. Yes. And to you, my dear brother, my lovely brother, my junior brother, Oboida Comic.
Stop after this. I beg you guys should stop after this. Let's hear from Talks General. We are running out of time. Let's hear from Talks General.
I want to talk.
Am I good now?
We will be glad. We'll have you on Spotlight very soon to talk about that beautiful
song. Am I good now?
Fine.
Get to the room. It's all right. We can.
Yeah, Toxic, we can hear you. I can.
Hello, Gwen. Am I good? Am I good now?
You're good. You're good. 5 on 5 Talks. Go ahead.
All right.
You have 1 minute to conclude.
Gwen, for this wonderful initiative and for the Cameroonians that are not believing in themselves. I just want them to believe in themselves, and you know, it's for us, and it should be by us. So it's not like we have a problem with other countries. We don't have a problem with other countries. We just want to make them to understand that we've got a culture just like them to protect. And if we're gradually losing it, it's our duty to protect it, just like other countries have done. About 6 African countries did that, you know, to protect their culture. So if we do it, it's not like we're fighting against them. We know they are where they are. If we want to step like 4, 4%, they'll be like more than us. So lots of kudos. Thank you very much, though. Thank you very much.
Thank you all, guys. Thank you all. Have we heard from everybody yet? We've gone around the table. I don't see John Pelfor. He disappeared. But I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for making out the time to come and talk about this crucial issue. We're going to have a round 2 on Tuesday. Just let me know, guys, if you want to be part of the discussion. We would very much love to hear your opinion. AIM Global was going to join. I think he has not been able to connect, but hopefully next Tuesday at the same time we'll be able to talk about it. Guys, I want to wish you a wonderful day. Let's keep pushing for the culture. We'll definitely find a solution to this.
Exactly.
All righty. So you guys, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. But before Tuesday, we'll definitely have a program on Saturday.
Thank you very much
watch
for
out
being
for
in
the
your program,
flyers.
too. Thank you very much.
Watch out for the flyers. And let's
thanks for
meet
everybody that
next.
participated.
Yes, let's meet next Tuesday, guys, unfailingly for round 2 of this discussion. I love you all. God bless you.
Say hi to Joe Biden for me.
I go salute. All right, guys. So Taj, thank you so much.
Okay, salut Gwen, salut Gwen.